الفاتح. السلام عليكم. والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيدنا والآخرين مدد يا رسول الله شيخ دستور مولانا شاء الله الشيخ محمد الرحمن طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجميع. Peygamberimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem buyuruyor, Cuma gecesi, Cuma günü.
Our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, advises us that on the night that precedes the Jummah and on the day of Jummah,
Salatu selam çoğaltın.
One should increase the numbers of recitations of peace and blessings upon our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him.
Bu ne kadar çoğalsak Allah Azze ve Celle bize o kadar ikramı oluyor.
The more we recite peace and blessings upon our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, the more Allah Almighty will present His divine favors upon us.
Çünkü her salat selam getirdiğimiz vakit Peygamberimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem
with every single recitation of peace and blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him,
bize gene o da Allah Azze ve Celle'nin hikmetiyle
based on Allah Almighty's wisdom,
ikramıyla o salat selam bize de selam veriyor Peygamberimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem.
With that recitation of peace and blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him, our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, will respond to that recitation, and he will greet you. He will greet the one who recites peace and blessings upon him.
Bundan daha büyük ikram olamaz.
There could be no greater gift, there could be no greater favor than receiving the greetings of the Prophet, peace be upon him.
Bu Cuma gününün fazileti, çok faziletleri vardır.
The day of Jummah is a blessed day with many virtues.
Bir tanesi de budur.
And one of the virtues and blessings which need to be observed on the day of Jummah is to recite peace and blessings upon the Prophet as much as one can.
Onun için ne kadar yapabilirseniz yapın en azından.
Therefore, recite peace and blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him, as much as you can, in particular on the day of Jummah.
100 salavat fazla yapmak lazım.
The least we should be doing should be, at least we should recite 100 peace and blessings upon our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, in addition to what we do usually.
Derslerden made.
In addition to our daily dhikr, in addition to our daily recitations, we should at least recite 100 times more. We should recite 100 recitations of peace and blessings upon the Prophet.
100 salavat da öyle yaparım ki ne kadar kazansak bizim için büyük yardır.
Of course, the more we do and the more we obtain, the more blessing it will be for us.
İkinci defa bulamayız bu hayat.
This life is something we will not have a second time.
Allah Azze ve Celle bir miktar vermiş.
This life is a limited time of span which has been designated by Allah Almighty.
Onun her vaktini, her saatin, her dakikasını,
every moment, every hour, every second, every single minute we must use.
Ganimet bilmek lazım ki.
And we should appreciate every single moment as a trophy of Allah Almighty.
Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem de bize o nasihatı, güzel sözünü bize söylüyor.
When we should consider every moment a treasure, and we should use that treasures, these moments, in order to follow the guidance and the advice of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, who advised us to recite peace and blessings upon him.
Çoğaltın Cuma günü.
And in particular, to increase the number of recitations of peace and blessings upon the Prophet on the day of Jummah.
Gecesi ve salat selamı getirin. Her zaman getirmek.
Recite peace and blessings and increase the number of recitations on the night that precedes the day of Jummah and on the day of Jummah. Of course, recite all the time peace and blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him.
İnsan için, Müslüman için iyiliktir.
It is a blessing and it is goodness to recite peace and blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him, for a Muslim.
Sıkıntılar giderir.
To recite peace and blessings upon the Prophet is the means to get rid of distress.
Her şeyi iyi eder.
It is the means for everything to become good.
Çünkü Allah Azze ve Celle'nin en sevdiği kul Peygamber Efendimiz en.
Because our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, is the one whom Allah Almighty loves the most. He is the dearest servant to him.
Yüksek dünyanın bu alemlerin.
He, our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, is the one who holds the highest position and the highest status in all worlds.
Sultanı Peygamber Efendimiz Sallallahu
and he is the Sultan of all worlds, worlds, peace and blessings be upon him.
İkram etmek, onu tazim etmek Müslümana faydadır.
It is a blessing and it is a benefit to honor him and to show respect and to appreciate and love him, peace be upon him.
Bu Müslümanın kazancıdır.
And this is wherein benefit and wherein profit resides, to recite blessings and peace and to show respect to the Prophet, peace be upon him.
Şeytanın da sevmediği şeyler.
And this is what Shaitan detests, what he doesn't like at all.
Şeytanın sevmediği şeyler yapmak faydalıdır.
There is blessing and there is goodness and benefit in doing all those things which Shaitan doesn't like.
Sevdiği şeyler yapmak zararlıdır.
And there is harm and damage in doing those things which Shaitan likes.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us
Onun şerrinden Allah
from the evil and malice of Shaitan.
mübarek etsin bu günleri.
And may Allah Almighty make these days to be blessed days for us.
Geceleri
And may Allah Almighty make these nights to be blessed nights.
Cumamızı mübarek etsin.
And may this sacred day of Jummah be a blessed day for us.
Bu dünya zineti, parası, pulu.
Do not be deceived by the adornments of this life, by the wealth and money in this world.
Yaramaz.
It is of no use
Allah yolun olmadığı
unless you spend it on the way of Allah Almighty.
vakit hiçbir işe yaramaz.
There is no benefit in the adornment of this world unless it is dedicated for the sake and the way of Allah Almighty.
İşte şu adam bu kadar yaptı, bu kadar etti. Bu adam salatu selam getiriyor Peygamber Efendimiz'e.
People look up to other people who have accumulated a lot of wealth, who are rich and wealthy, but does that person recite peace and blessings upon the Prophet, peace be upon him?
Yok. Onun için hiç üzülmeye, ona imrenmeye.
If he doesn't, then that is not a person to be envied. That is not a person to be looked up to.
Gerekmez. İmreneceksen salih insanlara imren ki
The person to look up to and the people to respect and appreciate are the pure and good servants of Allah Almighty.
biz de Allah'ın lütfuna erişelim. Onlara imrenen, onlara da
What we need to seek is to obtain Allah Almighty's blessings and satisfaction.
sevap olur. Bir şey olur yani kazançlı.
And to look up to the good servants of Allah Almighty will be a benefit for you, and it will be the means for you to obtain blessings and profit.
Olmuş olur. Allah bu yoldan ayırmasın.
May Allah Almighty make us to be steadfast on this way, and may protect us from going astray from this way.
Sabit kadar kılsın.
And may Allah Almighty make us to be firm on this way.
Başkalarına da bunu yapmayanlara da Allah onlara da nasip etsin.
And may Allah Almighty guide those who do not do these things yet, and may Allah Almighty enable them and grant them guidance to do these things too.
İnşallah. Ve minallah tevfik. El-Fatih.